trucks.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was trying to get before the credit bureau was like, you ain't getting that. Enjoy the Subaru, though.
Attention, sugar daddies. I need...
Do you want me to record?
Hold on, yeah, finish that. There's an ad.
I haven't pushed record. That thing is recording right now. Hey, we're episode 85.
Attention, sugar daddies. Tracy needs a new Toyota 4Runner. God, they're so
Exactly.
pretty. They're so sexy. Who needs a man if
I'm
you
going
got one of those?
OnlyFans for... We're pushing record.
No, I saw one that was just black on black on black, and I was just like, God, come to mama. Straight up, it's so
Sugar
pretty.
daddy or?
No, Toyota.
Like, what's the third black on that one?
Their heart.
You're as cold as ice. Willing to sacrifice our love.
Oh, yeah. The problem I have with the black vehicle is I've had
They're
the black
so hard to keep clean.
Oh, shit.
Everything about them, inside out, everything.
Yeah,
but
they
they're
look
so
good when they're clean.
sexy, though. God, they're so pretty.
Oh, can somebody turn the air conditioner on?
Daddy's getting hot.
Let's get this party started.
He picked me up. Are we muted?
Not yet.
Oh,
You want to get muted?
Yeah, sure.
Is that mute?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, this is the Mighty Quinn. Yeah.
Into basement.
He's so smart, too.
Welcome back to the You in the Basement. This is episode 85. I'm your host, the Mighty Quinn, with Cody Giles and the lovely Tracy Carter. Yeah. We're coming to you from the armpit of Utah.
I love it here. I don't care.
You love it?
I love it. I was so glad to be
Armpits
home.
could be kind of neat.
A little bit nicer than Draper, huh?
No, I'm just telling you. I was so glad. Yeah, it is a lot nicer than Draper. And anyway, I went to Salt Lake for the last 2 days.
Okay.
And I always think, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go to the city. But I don't like it anymore. I decided, the traffic, the construction, it's just, I love my kids and I love my grandson. And it was so good to go out and see him. But it's like, I got home and I was like, God, I'm so glad to be home. It's so nice here.
So the hardest part I have about the city is actually... you get the jet lag when you get back home.
Yeah, that's how I felt all
don't
day
know
today.
why.
I took a nap today. But my grandson does run me ragged. He's about it. He wants every minute, this and that, and which I love. And we went swimming, and that tires you
Oh,
even further.
hell yeah. You sleep good after a good swim.
I'm just going to say shout out to the Holiday Inn, the Holiday Inn Express in West Valley City, because they have the water park in there, and it is so cool. Like,
That is cool.
It's a 2-story water slide.
Yeah.
The tube goes out of the building, back in. There's the miniature water slide for the kids. You don't even have to leave the hotel. Like, you don't have to find that form of entertainment when your kids come to see you. You're just like, here's the room. You go to the water park. You feed them pizza. You don't even have to leave. And I'm just like, this is what I'm talking
Hell
about.
yeah.
See, I always end up in crosshairs because my kids we drive past on the 201. Past that without.
Yeah.
He
that
talks all
hotel.
technical like he's from the city.
Yeah, the 201.
The 201.
We don't call it that.
215?
Shit, that is 215. Not the 201.
And I knew what he was talking about. I was just going to let him go. It's all right,
Sorry,
Cody.
I'm stupid. But
Yeah, I was heading up the 201.
My 6'4".
Is that a Hemi?
But no,
Or are you just happy
we
to
drive
see me?
past it and the kids want to stay there and all that shit. But we stay at the hotel right by the mall, and there's a bar and an arcade in the mall.
Okay, I mean,
So it's like, well,
That arcade
fuck.
that's a nice arcade.
Yeah, it's a fun one. I like that arcade.
Yeah, I don't really care if we have a bar, so I'm
The
going
bar's
for the bar.
nice.
Look what you. But when I walk in,
I'm not a bar
we're
person.
frequent flyers there. We're frequent flyers at the Holiday Inn because it's pet friendly. You know how I am about my boy.
Hell yeah.
And so here comes Nashville prancing in, like a prince. He's just walking in there, all his chest all puffed up. They don't say hi to me. They're like, "Oh, you're back," to my dog, and they bend over, bust out the dog treats for him. I mean, he gets a treat. He sits there all cute at the front desk. I'm just like, this is really how you get treated here, It's awesome.
The front desk at any hotel, though, I walk in, they're never friendly.
They are at Holiday Inn. I'm telling you,
Are
that
they?
is the spot. If you go to Salt Lake City, it's worth every penny. I mean, they're 100 something a night, but it's worth it to me, And then their continental breakfast, fire. It is fire. It's
See,
biscuits
we're
and gravy,
Hamptons.
omelets, bacon, sausage. Their oatmeal. They have an oatmeal bar that has 3 different nuts to put in the oatmeal. I mean, like that shit's impressive on a continental
loves her
breakfast.
nuts.
And it's 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Whose continental breakfast is that long?
Yeah.
No one's. That's fantastic.
We usually do like the Hampton, but I've stayed
Yeah.
at some cheap places. They're like, here you a little.
Here's a packet.
Here's your donut.
Here's a Danish, and there's a coffee.
Yeah, a Danish.
Good luck.
Exactly.
This isn't continental
Bear
breakfast.
claw.
Yeah. So I mean, that's just my spot, and I love it. But I do love the water park. But their staff there is so amazing, and the rooms are clean. The beds are comfy. That's the spot. If anybody needs a spot in Salt Lake City, Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn.
Philly.
There you go.
Yeah.
So when we stay at hotels, it seems like you don't spend any time there. You kind of sleep.
Exactly.
You might hit a pool. You might not. But I find it the
Irritating?
price.
Yeah.
The price that you put out, and then they give you the cheapest breakfast in the world.
Right.
And so you're like, you couldn't throw in like a skillet or something. I mean,
Can we
God,
get something
$9
warm?
skillet.
Something warm that doesn't come in a package.
Well, that's another good part about that hotel right behind the mall, right off 215, not 201. Haha, got it.
He's learning.
There's the fucking Cracker Barrel right there.
Yeah,
Those
Cracker Barrel
fucking
is so good.
skillets are good.
Yeah.
I like that shit.
I love Cracker Barrel. I love food.
I end up spending the whole fucking time at Cracker Barrel just cussing out my kid because he can act. He acts
That's
good.
like the grill. It's like the Cracker Barrel is. Yeah.
Same.
They're,
Yeah. No, same with my kid
comfort
too.
food.
He's good in all these restaurants, but for some reason, the grill and Cracker Barrel.
He just can't.
Oh my God, he loses shit.
Like these old country bumpkins. What are they thinking?
What?
Comfort food.
Well, he's got
Take your ass to the country.
He's got to go to the bathroom like 4 times.
I never wanted biscuits and
And
gravy.
he's not
Maybe
going
it's
to
a
the
nice
bathroom.
bathroom.
He's going to look at fucking toys.
Speaking of bathrooms, it is a privilege to find an away bathroom that's cleanly and
Oh, yeah.
comfortable, and you walk in, you smell an air freshener, not everybody else. Let's be honest.
Do not go to the Del Taco on 33rd South and Highland.
I don't think a bathroom at any
bathroom-
Del
that
Taco is the
bathroom-
way to go.
Yeah,
That bathroom, you can only touch anything with your foot.
yeah. I threw up in there, and I didn't even care if I hit the toilet. I had a friend that lived around the corner there, and I got so drunk at his house, and I was like, I'm going to take an Uber, okay? And I Uber back, and I'm Ubering back to my hotel, and I'm like, Mister, can you pull over? And he's like, why? And I'm all... And he's all, "Ooh," and I mean, I just take off running because I don't want to throw up on the side of the road. I can't do bodily fluids. I freak out. I get traumatized. And so I'm running in and I hit that bathroom and I open the door and I was like, oh, it makes you throw up even harder, And I didn't even care if I hit the toilet. I don't even know if I did. It was
Was the
that
Uber
thing.
still there? And he just
He sure
fucking
did. He
bailed?
was. What a guy. What a
gentleman.
guy. Yeah,
Hell
what a guy.
yeah.
And he even asked me if I was okay. Then he handed me mints. And I'm like, okay.
Hell yeah, he
that's
carried
what's up.
mints, too.
I tipped
I
the
am-
shit out of that guy.
I've tried to Uber after a bar a few times, and a lot of them don't want to pick you up.
They don't like drunk people.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can't blame them, but I'm still paying money, and I'm not the drunk person that throws
Okay,
up.
what part of an Uber call are you not going to assume they're drunk when you're picking them up at a bar? Like, get your life together.
meet
And at
me at
that time of
Liquid
morning,
Joe's?
that's the bar runs. But you know what? My experience with Uber, like with anybody that's drunk at night and wants to get home, they tip good in the restaurants when you're serving them.
Oh, yeah.
They tip good in Uber.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get home without getting arrested.
Unless they're the teenagers that ran out of money on the way home.
Yeah.
You're not getting a
Yeah.
tip.
Well, last year when me and Dad went to that Coetzel concert, the country concert.
Yeah.
First, Dad wasn't that excited to go anyways because it
Go
was a
on
country,
country.
concert. Yeah,
I love country.
It's not his shit. But I showed him more of the southern rock songs and kind of coerced him. It was a it was a free ticket. He didn't
you
pay for it.
completely lied and tricked him.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cody's dad.
No,
you have a naughty baby.
It really, he loved the concert. He was impressed as fuck by Coetzel. But we went, and I told Dad's like, well, I'm gonna drive just in case I want to leave early. I said, no, we're gonna fucking take an Uber. He's like, why? I'm like, we're going to a fucking country concert. We're going to be
fair.
2 sheets to the fucking wind.
And we might
by
have
the
to
time
fight
we're
later
done.
because country music
Yeah,
you
here's
fight.
the thing about
we
Uber,
might
too,
have
is
to
they
fight
wait-
half of Randolette before we leave this
they
fucking
wait
concert.
at the edge, so you can walk out of whatever you're in, get to the edge, and get the hell out. When you drive yourself, you got to wait through that,
Yep,
go through that
yep.
horrendous parking, and everyone leaving at the end of the event. And you're like, why did we drive?
But Dad lives in West
Exactly.
Valley, and the concert was downtown, so it wasn't really a cheap Uber there. But on the way there, the Uber driver was super sweet, and my dad did the most dad/grandpa thing in the world and started negotiating percentages.
Cute.
How much she gets. And I'm just sitting there like, you've been drinking for 4 hours. Do you give a fuck? Just out of curiosity, do you actually give a shit how much she makes? And he just kept going off. She ended up giving me her number to just call her instead of Uber, and then I just pay her direct
No, she's fired.
instead of all of that.
I do everything online. I
No,
don't-
she blew up my fucking
don't-
phone the whole time because we ended up
Soccer.
getting a ride from a sober friend because it was half the basin at this country concert.
So she liked
anyways.
your dad's questions.
Apparently, but
Yeah, he's
I feel,
cute.
I feel bad. My dad has a way of pulling 40 and 50-year-old women.
Hell yeah.
That's
He
what's
is
up.
so good.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up.
He is.
I'm into 40 and 50-year-old women,
Well,
too.
No, my dad's my dad's not real far from 70, so it's like, wait a
What's
minute,
up?
hold on. But
you know, when you're over 30, I feel like it's your own business.
well, the thing, now his hair is just white. He went from Gandalf the
Men
Grey
are
to
good
Gandalf
looking
the
with
White.
gray hair. Attention, please.
No, when he had the gray
It's called salt and
streaks.
pepper, dude.
No,
It's called wisdom. Like,
no,
I-
that's it. That's exactly it. When he had his salt and pepper, when he had his gray streaks,
I got a motto.
he was a bitch chasing.
You're not old
motherfucker.
until your pubes are old. Gray. Then you're old.
Well, my dad usually waits till like the 4th date to inform women that right around the 4th date. That's when my dad's like, "Hey, I haven't had a hard on since I was 38."
and you did it for me, or what? Was that what you told her?
That'd be a better pickup line if he ran with that, but he just pauses after
No,
that.
it's
He's
not,
like, "Oh,
Dad.
no,
Don't
that's
listen to
Abducted
him.
in plain sight.
Cody's dad, don't listen to him. That's not a good
He does
pickup
listen to
line.
this podcast.
no,
Yeah,
he doesn't."
don't listen
No,
to
he
him.
quit. Yeah,
Still be cute and still do
gave
the
up.
percentages. You know, girls like smart. We do. There's something sexy about smart.
I know he noticed that, so he started dating dumber women. God damn! I really hope his girlfriend don't listen, but if
You
she
know,
ain't the dumbest,
this is what I'm
fucking
thinking.
woman
When you're
ever.
fucking dumb and you're 40 and 50, you're a fucking shit show, right or wrong? If you haven't figured stuff out by 40 or 50, you're probably a psychotic mess.
Yeah.
yeah, she's a cunt.
You and the C word.
That's
One of these days
it's
you're
one
going to
of
get
my
beat
favorites. Maybe.
up. Not by me, because I don't care,
know.
but
No,
there's a
you're
lot of women.
I'm gonna have to start checking your language here before too fucking long. You need to
know.
calm down.
I don't know.
It's an equal
Tony
balance.
Olson thinks I'm hilarious.
Yeah.
Apparently. Yeah. Did you listen to the last podcast? I did.
I
Thank
did.
you, Tony.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think you're funny too.
For the record, listen to both of them. First time for everything. Listen to
that was a good
ours, and then
podcast.
Quinn caught me off guard with a Wednesday. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa!
Yeah, shout out to you three last week. You guys, Jason, Tony, and Quinn.
Yeah,
it was
that
a
was a
good
good one.
podcast.
That was a good
We had
one.
a
That's
fun time.
I listened to that
Well, it was
one.
hot as shit.
I could see
I
how
was like,
red,
I got to do something about
see
this.
how red Jason's face was, and I was like, he's gonna die. Maybe I should.
We all
take
look
my
like
fan.
alcoholics in
No,
here.
add a bunch of hair boys and see how it feels. Like, dang.
I hear you. So we were supposed to do it like early morning. Then Jason's like, "Oh, we're gonna go to Duchesne and go to a
Duchesne.
horror show and blah blah blah." And I was like, "Okay, whatever."
I
And
got
then
my
finally,
cousin,
I'm
I gotta
texting him.
go
I was like,
foot.
"It's like a fucking 100 degrees in here."
Yeah, you're
you
done,
sure you
son.
want to do this? Yep. Let's do it. Let's do it now. And I
His
was like,
face
all right.
is so red. I was like, he's so hot. He's like,
I think
he goes,
it's the color off this.
I don't
I don't
it was-
know.
it
Not
was
what I-
funny.
what I-
was. I'm not gonna lie.
I
I was
can mess
laughing.
with it when I'm editing, but we'll see how this
Well,
one turns out.
they started talking about how hot it was, and that's when I switched from Apple Podcast over to YouTube. Mm-hmm. Kind of fast forwarded, and
I didn't fast forward you guys.
no.
I listened to it today, too.
I fast forwarded to where I was, so I'm not listening to this shit twice. But He's sitting there talking. He's like 7%, 10% mixed drink, and he's just bright fucking red.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Do you want to know how to listen to our podcast if you have to keep listening to it over and over?
Spotify.
okay.
That's what I do.
1.25 is what you set the settings on through Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
Mine
And it
just always
goes-
comes up. Mine even alerts me when I have a new.
What?
There's a new one out. Yeah,
you're
so I'm
subscribed.
doing it right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I had my headphones in at L&L. That's when I was listening to it on app.
So how'd we
Apple.
sound? Are we pitchy or what?
Yeah, it sounded good. I don't fucking know.
I think it
haven't
sounded
listened.
good.
I haven't listened to it on my headphones.
Yeah, I had it in my AirPods.
Truck radio.
I've listened to it on my phone. I've listened to it on my TV. I've listened to it in earphones on my moped.
Yeah.
And it sounds good everywhere.
Well,
I think it's great.
Okay.
Well, and then when I got home, I figured it was time to
great
get
to
to
know.
work, so I put it on YouTube,
Yeah.
so I could really work.
We're actually getting quite a few views on.
It worked
I was
out good,
actually
but-
impressed.
But no, it cracked me up seeing Jason's red ass face talking about the fucking 10%.
Well, him and his little, him and his little daughter came down to the arcade. And
That's what he said.
Let me tell you something right now. That little girl loves me.
Tracy's lovable.
I will never
loves
take my
me.
kids to that
And
fucking arcade.
She comes running out, and they went and they came to the counter. I gave them prizes, and then she went back and played some more games. And she comes back out, and I was in the back. She couldn't see me, and she's like, "Where is Tracy?" Like she was having a meltdown, and so Jason's like, "She's right here. Calm down."
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, she loves me. She's my new fan. I
Yeah,
love her.
hell
She
yeah.
is a cute little girl.
I need to make it up there too. We got a grandson that's going to probably have a birthday up there.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
what's up. Yeah,
That's coming up in August.
good.
Are you
Good.
fidgeting?
No.
I keep hearing like a squeak.
Is it me?
I don't know. I'm fucking tripping. I don't know.
How much beer did you drink before you came, Cody? We
was-
got to ask this every time.
That was the first
cricket.
fucking
It is a cricket.
Is it cricket? He's back.
Hey, this is country. We're country.
Half of my first episodes, I got so much shit from Angel. He's like,
What is
dude,
that?
does that
that
cricket have his own mic or what?
Yeah,
And I
let
was
him have it.
I'm by myself. I thought it was cool. Wait till we get the bug zapper going.
I thought I was tripping because I'm always the one you're yelling at for fucking fidgeting. I'm like, is Quinn fucking over there fidgeting?
But
Like-
you don't even have your headphones on.
no, I don't want them.
So I have a friend. Well, he's my best friend's dad. He lives in California, okay? And he's like calls me the other day and he's like, "What have you been doing?" So I just sent him our podcast, okay? And he's like, "Oh my God, you're on radio!" And so I've tried to explain to him 100 times what he's an older guy. Trying to explain to him what a podcast is, and
Really?
that I'm doing a podcast with you guys. And he's like, "You're on radio?" And no matter what I've tried to tell him, he thinks this is a radio studio,
Hell
and
yeah.
I'm on radio now. And I'm just like, okay. And so then my boss and I were laughing. He's like, "Just let him think it. Who cares?" It's because of the on-air thing. But then I was like, "But look up because we have the bug zapper." You know what I mean? And I just thought it was so funny because he's like convinced I'm on radio.
I hate
now.
to say it, but
He's
we
so
do
funny.
have a local radio guy here who has to use our technology for a podcast.
I talk to Mark quite frequently.
Yeah.
And Mark, yesterday, I walked him through some of the editing, and he's a radio DJ.
Yeah.
But when you step over into the
different.
podcasting,
Yeah,
it's
it's-
yours
there's a
now.
lot of
You don't
difference.
have that control board that you were,
Right.
which is preset. You know, it's like,
Well, and
okay.
then there's all the record rules and regulations that the FCC puts out on radio stations,
Exactly.
right? Like we can't swear, we can't be ourselves. I mean, I wouldn't last 5 minutes on
I
radio,
wouldn't either.
probably.
I think
we
I
know
could do
you.
it.
Matter of fact, Mark
I got it.
Winterton, when he was on 92.5 before the Jack, I'd call in the morning and get like Rancid played and a lot of punk rock and stuff like
Right.
that, which we programmed 92.5. I guarantee it, because some of the
Yeah.
songs you're like, oh, dude, nobody listens to that shit out here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I got in trouble a few times because I didn't pay attention to the F word or what
Yeah.
they were talking about. And he's like,
It's easy to do.
He's
It's-
like, "Reet."
Yeah.
We got to take that one off right now. God damn it, Quinn.
My dad called me one afternoon. He was driving home from his girlfriend's house, headed back to his place. He called, still driving. He doesn't talk on the phone while he drives very often.
cute. See, he is cute.
I'm like, what the hell's going on? And he's like, I'm listening to the oldies station. I'm like, the classic rock station or the oldies? He's like, the oldies. I'm like,
Hey,
okay.
I like that shit.
I said, okay, what's going on? He's like, they just played Man in the Box by Alice in Chains.
That's not the oldies.
And not that station. Then they followed it with Stained.
That's not the oldies.
Dad's like, there's no way I'm that old. I'm like, Fuck, man, I hope not, because that makes me pretty goddamn old, too.
I was thinking,
no.
it's my party and I cry.
Yeah,
if
like
I
the
want to.
oldies.
Yeah, no, that was the
Sandman.
station he was listening
Yeah.
to.
Bring me a dream. Boom, 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 boom. You know,
Trailer for sale.
Hello, Red. That's country.
Did you guys see the new Elvis movie that's coming out?
I heard that they
In
are.
theaters only. It looked pretty good. So I saw the preview last night.
I like that it's being boycotted.
I don't want it to be boycotted.
No, it's being
Elvis he's a legend.
No, that's the best part. It's being boycotted
Baby.
by Elvis impersonators.
Oh, by Elvis. So it kind of, to me, looked like it was a little bit, I guess, digital. I don't know. He looks digital in it almost. I don't know how to.
Who's playing him?
I don't know. I didn't see that. I was kind of just mesmerized by it the first time I saw it, and I was like, I have to go see that in theaters.
A lot of
'cause it's
people
just
are
cool.
into Elvis.
Yeah.
Elvis was not my guy.
No, he's not mine
I'm
either,
a
but
Beatles
he's
fan.
still Elvis, you know?
Oh yeah, I'm a Buddy Holly.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy Holly and the Crickets. They would have been bigger than Elvis,
Yeah.
but Buddy Holly died.
Well, the thing with this movie is after this, right before this movie came out, or when it was previews were coming on, and it was starting to get big. Whoever owns the rights to Elvis,
Yeah.
they started threatening.
I don't
Priscilla?
Think, I don't.
I don't think Priscilla.
I
can
don't think.
afford it.
I heard that she was broke.
Is she?
Yeah, and I
Well,
was
she
like,
probably
whoa,
did,
shit.
but didn't she had a little run with the old drugs and alcohol?
Oh, yeah. Probably
I
sold
think
that shit
She
off.
probably sold it off,
But-
making a
Bezos
bad
bad.
But
mistake.
what happened was
Yeah.
they started threatening all the wedding places in Vegas about
Really?
having Elvis themed weddings, threatening to fucking sue if they did anymore.
Wow.
So the Elvis impersonators started boycotting the movie that's coming out.
Yeah, it looked good. It looked
That's
like it
just
covered
funny.
it covered from the beginning to the end, and it kind of seemed like it covered a little bit of like how he really felt about his family, why he did what he did, so his mom and dad never had to live in poverty again, which I respect that 100%. It looks good, and it's just because he's such a big part of history. I'll go check it out and see what it's like.
I agree with you. I just
Yeah.
Elvis. My aunts were always goo-eyed about him
Oh,
and everything.
Elvis,
It's
huh?
like
They're just like, oh, it's Elvis.
there ain't
yeah.
nothing but a hound dog.
Yeah, I think my Aunt Susan was really into Elvis, I think, if I remember right.
Thank you.
She's the oldest daughter.
Thank you very much.
I still love that he learned his dance moves from a kid with braces for legs.
He did? I love that too.
Forrest Gump.
Hell,
Forrest Gump.
Yeah. No, I love it.
Mama said they was my magic legs.
That was about Magic Legs.
One of
Hey,
the best
we got a
movies
new one
ever.
for you. There's your new necktie.
Which
Magic
one?
legs?
You're not going to go
Legs?
Forrest?
Ma. I look up so much to Forrest Gump.
I love
show.
Forrest Gump. I love that movie.
How do you go through
Icon
that
to me.
much
Yeah.
crazy shit?
1994.
Really? Are we
Yeah.
that old? Yeah. We're that
That
old.
was
Quinn.
94?
94. And we graduated that year. And Forrest
Yeah,
Gump come
we're
out.
old.
I own the 2-disc.
I love the Forrest Gump movie. Like my
It's
mom
in
and
my
dad.
Tacoma right now. Josh is listening to
My
it.
mom, dad, and I just barely watched that movie again the other day. You can watch it over and
It
over.
dazes you. You're like, oh.
It's hard
and
to skip through it when it's on.
funny. It's sad. It's it's just good. It is.
It's like I put Forrest Gump on the comparison with Step Brothers. In the extent that it's constant quotes, I can't stop. I
You
know
can't-
the whole
you really,
movie.
Yeah,
Like, it's
nobody
right
can,
there.
and everyone knows them too. It's like that's the one quote you can't go wrong with.
Jadney, you want a beer?
Yeah.
Sure,
You
thank
can't
you,
go
sir.
wrong with a Forrest Gump quote because everyone's gonna know it. So if you haven't watched Forrest Gump, there's something wrong with you.
You can go wrong in a lot of directions. With
Apparently,
Forrest
your
Gump
mama doesn't care about your education,
Clean the thing just for the YouTube.
right?
You need to get a rag. You can be out here just shaking your head at me.
I cleaned it last week.
What, the
On
table?
Saturday. Yeah. So it wasn't so sticky. Man, it has a tendency to be way sticky sometimes.
She
I love
does
it.
that.
My boss really liked this table. He goes, "What is that? Where did he get that?" I said, "He made it." And he goes, "That's impressive."
I took a weed burner and,
Yeah,
and
he was
stained
quite
it.
he was quite impressed with it.
I want to see you make a skee ball table.
Ooh,
Or
I'll bet you we can get a
Is it
good
a
deal.
board or a table? Is skee ball a board or a table?
skee ball.
Oh my God,
Ours
it's-
is carpeted. Ours is covered with carpet.
Yes, but is it considered a table game? Or
No,
a
they're always
board?
stand up. They're pretty long.
Yeah.
Skee ball's the one you go and
Yeah.
it rolls up and hits
Yeah,
the
but
little
it's
rings.
low. How do you consider? Is it a tabled game? Like pool, like a pool
I don't think
table?
I've ever
Is it a
seen-
skee ball table or a skee ball board?
I've only heard it ever called skee ball.
Yeah, skee ball.
It's
Yeah.
never anything else on the end.
You play skee ball. It's like bowling. It's
Yeah.
a lane.
It's a lane. You're right. It is a
Okay,
lane.
So skee ball should be a
So
lane.
Tracy, cover your ears. When I was a kid, I'd crawl under the ones at the tilt. when the
And made out there?
no,
Or just got naked?
Yeah, I just got naked. All of the above, but I found out where the tickets were.
Whoa.
And I could get the tickets to trade in for good shit, man. Good swag out
You're
there
like, hell
at the
yeah.
Tilt in Fashion Place Mall.
Yeah, I remember that place.
Oh,
Nice.
I love that place, man. I do miss that whole arcade and shout out to you. I mean, that's awesome to be able to be a part of that.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys have classic games up there? Or do
We
you,
have all kinds of games.
There's
we really
a lot
do.
of fucking
we
classic
have
games
skee
in
ball.
there,
We have
yeah.
tons of classic games, and he has new games too. That's what's cool. Jim is very, very good about picking out the stuff for that arcade. He takes a lot of time in it. It's his hobby, is why he does that whole thing, because he doesn't know how to retire, but he loves it and he listens to the customers. That's the coolest part too. Is they'll be like, "Well, what about this or this?" And he's like, "Okay, let's." And then pretty soon he's online shopping for it. And he buys it, and pretty soon he's like, "There's going to be 2 pool tables delivered out back soon," and I'm just like, "What?"
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so
I think he needs to open up for a Sunday, 18 and over, big girl, naked twister.
Oh, yeah?
Listen to the customers.
where are we going to do that? Where are you going to put
We're
Twister
going to
mats?
serve keg beer, and we're going to get some chew, and we're going to spit.
Anywhere, we can come up with something. I just want
'Cause
big girls playing twister.
I'm not cleaning up after that, Cody. Do you want to clean up after?
with my tongue?
Yeah.
That's my shit. Big girl twister.
Right hand on red.
JD Willis, are you hearing this? Big girl twister.
Big girl twister.
Last time I was in that building.
Get a petition. If you can get 50 guys, I'll do what I can.
I'll fucking make a bet. I'll have 50 guys.
there were no
yeah.
ratings. It went
Mason, please God,
skyrocketing.
please God help me out. Do the right thing.
Big girl twister.
Big girl twister.
So I got another little fun story from
Okay.
coming home from Salt Lake. Where there's what's the road that comes down from Park City into Heber? What's that called?
Harley's?
No, it's not Parties. What's
No.
the summit? Like the summit into Heber, I guess. The big
Jordan
hill that
Hill.
goes down.
Harley Summit?
No, Jordanelle.
Jordanelle. It's
Oh,
like
Jordanelle.
that hill.
You're on the
okay?
opposite side.
Yeah,
All right, I
coming.
gotcha.
I'm coming
40,
home.
yeah.
And we're down to 1 lane because they have traffic. So they have 2
That's
coming up
stupid.
and 1 going down. Well, there's an ambulance coming because there's a wreck, okay?
Oh.
And you can see like smoke coming up and everything, and there's a wreck. And so we're pulling off the road, like so this ambulance can get down. And what does this dumb son of a bitch do? He's following the ambulance 80 and trying to pass all of us that have literally pulled off the road, are waiting in the heat, that have dogs that probably need to pee, you know what I mean? And it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know what, you jerk. So this guy behind me in this big Ford Raptor goes over and he's like, "Ooh, not today, bud," you know, and he's going down with me, and we're blocking their lanes together as one going down. And I'm like, "You're not doing that. You're a son of a bitch for doing that, right?" So we get down, and we get down to the bottom of the hill, and we go through the light and stuff, and it's still really congested, and we get in, and I had to stop and get gas. So I stop at Maverick. And the guy in the Raptor, he just leaves me. You know what I mean? So we pull into Maverick, and here's these 2 guys get out, and they jump out, and they proceed to start telling me, "You effing this and that." And I
Ooh.
get out, and I'm like, "You don't want to mess with
You
me,
don't know
boy."
Tracy
You know what I mean?
Carter.
You do not know me. But I get out, and I just grab Nashville's leash, and I get him out, and he sits right at my feet, and he looks at him, and I look at him, and they look at each other, they look at my dog, and I look at him, and I go, "I'm happy to introduce you to this guy. He will get right in your ass." And they looked at me, and they just got back in their truck and left.
Well, Jesus,
But I
that's a stupid thing to do
but
on
I
your last
thought,
day,
what?
fuckers.
I mean, I didn't even need my dog. I'm going to be honest. I'm not scared, but I thought 2 grown men have to get out of a truck to yell at a girl. You know, you knew there was nobody else in here. On the way out there, I had to cut out Spider-Man for my grandson. I could have, you could have assumed it was something else, but no, it's like you're a pussy, straight up. I'm like,
Well.
whoever drove behind me like that, you are a vagina, straight up.
Yep. No, hell yeah.
Call him a gun.
No, I hate that word. It's ugly.
It's my.
That was our big word in junior high. We didn't use it after that.
When you say it, when you say it, you're like, no. It's
No, I
ugly.
was raised with that being like the worst word ever.
It's not, though.
Here's the deal.
No,
you can call me.
it's not. That's the thing. Now-
call me the C word. Call me a B. I know I am. I can get crazy, okay?
Yeah.
But what I am not is stupid. That is the worst thing in the world you can call me. Stupid or dumb.
I would rather be called just about anything than stupid.
I get livid, instant
Stupid's the
anger.
one that gets
When you
me.
look at me, if you call me a stupid bitch, okay? I don't care about the B word part. I care when you call me stupid. I'm coming for your throat at that point. But
Spider monkey your ass.
or tell me I'm wrong for driving
I
down the
think that
canyon.
is. That's pretty hurtful. It really is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stupid's the winner. Worse
not.
than the new F word.
And that's just it. Like, you have 2 guys.
think
Oh,
so.
but we said that clear through the 80s, 90s, and I know you're shut down on it.
Yeah, I know.
But we don't say it anymore.
I know.
Okay, all right. Cody, it's okay.
I know. No, I'm still butthurt
Quinn,
about it.
Live and let
Quinn,
die.
hug your friend. He needs a hug.
I don't want a hug. I want a
Bring
beer.
it in.
Fetch bartender.
Uno mas. You just started one. Oh, no.
Oh, he's busting out the tip.
Oh, tip money.
Do it.
I got to dance now, don't
Yeah,
I?
I'll do it for $1. Shoot.
Dance? Wait, dance or give me a beer?
Get a beer.
Ah, shit. Well, you ain't getting that.
You're on the next round.
So how's work going, boys?
Mine sucked today.
Obviously. You were a little late today, huh?
Twice this week.
Yeah.
We,
Is that rare for you?
well, I'm older, and, they call me grandpa once in a while.
Yeah.
But I did my overtime when I was in my
You're
20s.
done. Yeah, you shouldn't have to do it
Now it's
anymore.
like, I do it because I know my responsibilities of what I do at work.
Right.
This wasn't something that they told me. It's
Yeah.
just like, this has to be done tonight.
Yeah. So just
But
do it.
we changed all of our gas different directions. And
Right.
what people don't understand is all these oil companies, they work hand in hand.
Yeah. They do.
We have all
And
of
it
our
makes the
piping.
world go round.
Yeah, we have all of our piping networked with the other companies.
Yeah.
So when they're having problems, we take on their problems.
Yeah, of course.
And so, Kinder Morgan's, they've been shut in. They're putting new facilities in. We've been taking all their gas. And then they started up and we send all their gas north.
Right.
And then shit goes south of it when we mess
Yeah.
around with stuff. Compressors have their own minds. We call them demons and gremlins. Yeah.
Okay.
Not demons. Everybody's religious out here, so you have to say gremlins.
Okay. All right.
Tired of having to say things. Oh my god.
Oh, that brings the millennial out in you.
Yeah, it really does.
See, you know what I have to do? Because I have a baby boomer family, my parents, my uncles, and all that. And then I'm Gen X, and then I have to deal with millennials,
Yeah.
Generation.
Yeah, so shut up.
And I have to listen to all of you guys.
Fuck you, bitch.
I didn't say the C word. Why did I just say stupid?
I didn't say the S word or the C word.
Wow.
Dang.
I could hear Jason Osler go, I listened to that. I can't believe Cody did that.
Like he's brave.
All right. Here's the part where she backhands him.
Yeah.
No, I can take it. I'm fine. I think it's funny.
Oh, no.
It really, when I get somebody yelling at me that bad and they're that angry, it's like, I win. Like, you're that angry, you're going to think
It
about
really
me all
is.
day long. If I've offended you and made you that angry, good night. Good night. You might as well go try to sleep because you're not going to all night.
No, there's
I can keep it up all day.
there's a paragraph in I want to say it's Hummingbird, Jude's second book, Hummingbird. One of the paragraphs, he had hemorrhoids surgically removed.
Ugh.
And then he got invited to a Dodgers game, and he ain't a baseball fan. He's not a sports fan. He ain't
Wouldn't
none
be a
of
fan
that
of anything
shit.
if I just said that
Yeah,
removed.
he went through any of that, and he's sitting there wearing a maxi pad so he don't
Yeah.
leak through his fucking
So
pants.
explain Rude Jude, because that was a long time ago, and,
shit,
Tracy
it
might
has.
not be familiar.
Okay, so Jude Angelini, he was nicknamed Rude Jude when he got the job on the Jenny Jones show, which
Okay.
was Midwest.
I remember
version-
that.
Yeah, Jenny Jones.
I remember that.
His job was to bag on strippers and whores. That was
Okay.
and he
He's a
did.
year younger than you and I.
Okay.
And
he's like
He
29.
was really
Yeah.
good at it. But
Sexy.
he ended up getting a Sirius XM show on Eminem's radio station.
My
And-
baby daddy. That's my baby's dad. Eminem's my baby's dad, by the way.
It might
Yeah.
be. He's got a couple of houses. It might be worth pursuing. I don't know,
No,
but
child support still.
no, he
Yeah, I need a forerunner.
he got that. he got that years
Black.
back at the,
Black one.
at the beginning of Sirius before they merged with XM and all that shit and took over. But he's been on Sirius for damn near 20
That's
years
what's
now.
up.
He used to jump into the Jason Ellis shows
Yeah.
as well.
Well,
just
they're
come in for like 10 minutes because they're in the same
Nice.
studio.
Yeah, well,
Nice.
their studios were right next door. But he got in an argument he got a phone call while he was on the air from Floyd Mayweather.
Okay.
And got in a screaming match with Floyd Mayweather on the air. find it on YouTube. It's pretty glorious. But
And if you're looking, look at the You Went to Basement too, because we interviewed Rude Jude as well.
What's up? Good for
we
you
did do
guys.
that. But after that, he decided to write a book about some of his story. He had a tough childhood growing up in Detroit in poverty and the black community. He's Italian, has no business hanging out with these people. You can tell from his voice. He's got
He
an
gave us a
accent.
full interview, and he gave us the whole tour of his house too.
Cool.
There was
That's
a tour of his
awesome, though.
house. It
I
was,
mean, Cody are freezing our ass off. It was probably 5 below. We're out here
getting
with the
down.
heater going.
I will do whatever it takes for this interview.
when he's sitting there, he's like, "You guys look like you're having fun having a drink. I'm about to check into rehab on Monday. I kind of want one." I'm like, "Fucking get one! Get one!"
Let's get him back. Tell him there's a new funny girl on here. Let's get him back.
He's sober now. He doesn't want to talk to us.
He's not sober. He still drinks. He just got off benzos. That's all.
That's okay. That's a hard one. That's a hard one to kick.
That's
Good job.
why he had to go to therapy. Or go to
benzos is the most dangerous thing you
Yeah,
can be.
benzos are
Yeah,
rough.
so I ran a 23 inpatient drug rehab before I came back to the basin.
Okay.
And so I know quite a bit about all that stuff. And anyway, benzos is dangerous. Like they hallucinate. It's not an easy detox, and it is brutal on people. So anybody that gives up the old benzos, I say,
Well, Quinn, you remember he was talking about sleepwalking and doing all that shit? That
Yeah.
wasn't sleepwalking. He was fucking hallucinating and jumping
yeah,
out the window
it's
of
crazy.
his house.
It's crazy.
Yeah, benzos are why. That's why he went to rehab. He's now he's doing good. He's back at it. He's
Good for him.
still loving hallucinogens and drinks whiskey, but
Okay. Well,
loved you.
baby steps.
But
you
no,
know?
he's a fucking hero of mine.
He is.
He really
That's
is.
cool. And I think it's cool that he came to, and did a podcast with you guys. That's dope.
You'll have to listen back on
I
that.
will.
That was a
I will.
fun one.
Good.
That was it. He was slow. Fuck, benzos fucked him up for a while.
Yeah,
but-
benzos are no joke. They are no joke. You turn into a completely different person. So,
It initially started, I guess, because he was having a hard time sleeping with anxiety and shit. So he's like, I'm just going to make a cocktail until I fall asleep. And
and it starts with
He was smoking
night
like
2,
hookah and
3.
shit while we were like, what the fuck
It's
is
all
he
bubbly.
doing?
It's all bubbly. Yeah, I could probably hold a conversation with that dude for a long time.
I didn't even know where to start.
Yeah,
well, Quinn had heard him on Ellis
I've
a
heard
couple
him.
of times, but didn't
I don't
follow
know.
him.
Our lives are pretty different, Quinn, and we do just fine, you know.
Well, I know this guy's like books, his life story. Like I follow.
Nothing
this
shocks
guy,
me,
so-
really.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe death or something like that.
You're good with just people telling the truth. Like that's what it is. It's like we can tell you something, and
Yeah.
you're like in your mind, you're like, damn, but then you're like, okay, that's what's up, you know. And you just keep rolling with the
I'll
punches.
judge
so-
you later.
Yeah,
I'm welcome to the
Hey,
basin.
we're gonna wait and talk about you when you leave. Okay.
Welcome to the basin.
Yeah, I love this place.
Oh. Well, what do you guys got? You guys got anything? Ozzy Osbourne is putting out a new single, I guess.
What is it?
the last
Sharon, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's patient number 9.
Sharon, I'm a piece of shit.
New Ozzy Osbourne music is set to arrive in just a couple days. The great Oz took an Instagram to offer a brief yet exciting message. New music coming Friday, June 24th.
We don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's a love. It's a sorry to Sharon. You know, it has to be. Can you imagine what that woman's been through with him?
He's got a clip here, but it's like it doesn't show anything. I
doesn't?
pushed on it, and it's like the first of it, he's laughing and mumbling like Ozzy does.
Yeah.
And then it ends, and it's like, oh, okay. And I know as soon as I play it that I know
Right.
better that our copyright, we can get away with it on audio.
I want to cover the Ravens for a minute. They had a rough fucking day.
Yeah,
Baltimore
linebacker.
Ravens. Linebacker died this morning, and then their Hall of Fame, one of their Hall of Fame alumni.
Really?
He died this
How
afternoon.
did they
it came
pass
out.
away?
I don't know about the young one, but based off the size of the older one, the Hall of Famer, I'm gonna guess some sort of cardiac issue.
That's awful. I bet they're devastated.
They might be, but they might not. Like, there's money.
There you go.
Like, let's be realistic. Thank you,
Call me
man.
bitch
So
at least twice.
why did you bring it up then? If you're like, maybe,
There's my dollar.
maybe not.
Well, they might not be. I don't know. I don't know these people. They might have been bags of dicks in the locker room.
Are you saying they're knocking them off to get new players or what?
They got a lot of money. Like, that's very possible.
Okay.
You tell me Tom Brady couldn't get somebody whacked tomorrow.
I could get someone whacked tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying.
I work with guys that are like $40, dude.
$40, I'll take them the hell out.
$40 is a lot of money.
Gas is a lot. It's expensive. I'll do it for 25
I
now.
hate to say it, there's a lot of
kidding.
undrilled rat holes wandering around this field
Yeah,
here.
there is.
Hey, quit telling our secrets.
Just fucking putting that there, you know? Like, it's not that hard. I wouldn't think, but...
Somebody covered a rat hole with a cardboard box. They broke it out. We were getting ready to do a wellhead, and you could see where that son of a bitch had fallen down, and his hand marks were all over around.
Sick.
I hate falling in those fuckers. There's nothing worse. Okay, rat hole. It's a pre-drilled hole for the drilling rig to double
It's
stack.
usually a
pipe.
13-inch casing that goes in.
13-inch hole. In theory, if you're small enough, you could die by falling in it. But otherwise, you're going to be real embarrassed when you do it.
Because you're just stuck.
Usually, it's just one leg, and you're just laying there.
So you're just telling me what I could do if I hated somebody so bad is go out and just get them trapped there and drive off.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
But then they stub the sub when the drilling rig comes in there, and the body's pushed down.
Exactly. Like if there was a body in when the drilling rig comes in,
So
the
then you
pipes
never
going
see this
in,
person again?
stuffed. They're gone.
Don't be telling me shit like that, Cody.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Why the fuck are we recording this? Like, this is an awful idea.
This is old school, though, because they updated their locations. They don't even let you even on
That's
locations
the old
anymore.
Tracy. This is the new Tracy.
Well, no, but like they build the tank battery even before they drill
Yeah.
the rig in.
Yeah, there's people in
bring a
there
drilling
now.
rig now.
But no, it's it's a
just tickle the fun out of it.
There's better places.
It's a 13-inch.
Shout out to the guy from Colorado that stuffed his whole family down the production tank.
Oh my gosh, isn't he a dirtbag? And now
Yeah.
he's got his own special and he's like a millionaire. It's like,
No,
what
he's
a
no,
dirtbag.
No, he's dead.
No, isn't he alive still?
If he is, he's in prison on.
He's in prison. He's
He's
alive
on
and
death
well.
row.
He's alive and well, but it takes forever for a death row inmate to hit.
Well, then he ain't
so
making
you're
no
looking
money.
at least 5 to 10 years for death row to actually
apparently
hit.
he's not making any money for his fucking family. He went ahead and took care of that problem.
So
What
when
a
we-
piece of shit, man.
But no,
Stuff
he's
him down and
richer than
be
ever.
fast.
It was richer than ever. 'cause
It was
listen,
just the daughters. He buried the mom in like barely.
That's where he got busted.
To cover her.
So here's the thing. He got busted because he's so stupid. Like he was on camera and everything. This guy's an idiot. But
Oh yeah, he was up in Yellowstone almost.
and the neighbors
Jackson
like
Hole.
he
Fuck
was
it, I
loading.
can say it. It was fucking-
He was
he was an
loading big
Anadarko
objects
hand.
with a tarp in his truck, and the neighbor caught him on his camera the whole time. And then the neighbor come over and goes, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, I would love to just beat you up. I mean, he's a guy I would just beat the shit right out of, and I would feel good about it.
It's
There's no-
mine. Somebody keeps walking in and out of the house, but I don't have it to where it makes the chime on our thing anymore.
We're safe.
Yeah,
Nobody panic. We're safe.
It sounded like you were getting hit up for your car warranty for a minute. I was just
I got
asking.
that today, and I also got the free Hilton.
Did you
thing.
get? I got Hilton today. You're free. You just can't.
But I didn't get
stay.
any.
Yeah, I just hear him say the first 3 words. I'm like, no.
No
I'm
scriptures
good, thank
today.
you. No scriptures.
No, just
no,
yes.
you maybe you've
I
been a
talked to
good boy.
Jason Osler for a little bit today.
You did?
Did Jason preach the Lord's word to you?
Yeah. No, I doubt it.
No,
Jason's a bad baby.
The
like
day
me.
Jason starts preaching the Lord's words, like we need to be concerned about where we're at in our lives right now, guys.
Can I get a hallelujah and an amen?
he was heading to Cedar City or not St. George today.
St. George.
He's not happy with St. George. He's like, I'm not impressed.
He didn't
so
sound
hot
that
right
pleased.
now.
Yeah. I have a friend that lives in Arizona, and he said it's like 114 there.
Holy
I'm like,
shit.
do you just hate yourself? And he goes, I don't even understand why people like it here.
So we fly to Mexico once in a while because the fishing's really good in
I heard.
June and July.
I
but
heard
it's
it is.
so fucking hot.
You can't stand yourself. I'm just not about
95%.
You ever wonder if maybe
humidity.
that's fish committing suicide?
Yeah, probably. It's like, take me
Like,
now.
it's fucking hot. We're boiling.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a winter baby. I was born in December. I love snow.
You're a Sagittarius.
I love. Yes, I am.
Pisces.
I'm 100% Sagittarius. Like, there's no, I'm not on the cusp or anything else. You get to know me, you're like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, she's a Sag. It's for sure.
Yeah, I've got a sister, and then my parents are both Capricorns too. And they're, according to astronomy, they don't get along with Pisces. None of them do.
But you get along good with them, though, right? They have to love you, though.
They better.
All right, so what's my dad? My dad's June 9th.
Gemini.
He's a Gemini.
Oh, yeah, he's a Gemini.
I don't know.
So little baby brother Jake.
I don't know what that means.
Geminis are twins, so they have this sweet little side, and then they have this sadistic little mean side.
Two-faced baby.
Yeah. It's true. I mean, Jake can be your best friend, and then it's gone in 60 seconds, and he's just up in your face.
It's starting to make sense. If
It's
you've
a
ever
temper.
met my dad.
You add the Carter gene, and it's over.
Isn't it weird that astrology actually kind of
It really is real.
has a lot of the
It
personality
irritates
traits?
me how how close it gets.
It really
with
is. Look
me.
up your
It's like,
horoscopes
this
every
is
day.
It is.
stupid. I do, and I'm not proud that I do, and it fucking
Why?
annoys me how right it is.
Why does it annoy you?
Because
love my
I
horoscope.
want to be able to make fun of it, but I can't when it's
be a
fucking right.
millionaire.
Like if you really look it up in the
So
morning,
freaking bad.
if you want to look it up in the morning and like say you have court, you want to know how to act in court. This is not my day to express myself. I need to shut the hell up, or I'm going down for a little bit. Like be real about it. Make some good life choices based on it. If they say that you're not going to have a great day, don't go spend money. Don't go make some choices you're going to regret.
So a lot of the people I associate actually are Pisces, but
You're bad addicts.
But when you get around them though, it's like, how do I get along with you?
Why?
I mean,
Because you guys have the same humor. You'll have
it's the same humor, but they're assholes.
What does that say about you, Quinn?
I don't want to talk about it.
He's like, no, we're done here. So how was everybody's Father's Day?
I had a great one.
Did you? I did too with my dad. Yeah. So my dad's so cute. He's getting older, and I don't know. I just think he thinks we shouldn't love him and spoil him. But me and my mom gave him a foot bath, and he wasn't real happy about that at first. But let me tell you something. After we got his feet in a foot bath with the old Epsom salt, with the essential oils and stuff, he goes, God damn, this is nice. And I was like, Pop, you deserve it.
I could use
and I hate
good
feet,
foot massage.
but I love my dad more than anything in this world. My dad is the best guy you can ever meet. And he's cool, he's funny, he's down to earth, he doesn't judge. I mean, he's just a good old boy, And it's like, it was cool to spoil my dad and take care of him and give him a foot bath. And he was just like, yeah, I love this. I go, I'm putting this on Facebook. And he's like, I don't care. He goes, you know what? I'm going to tell everybody, I got good girls over here. My girls over here hook me up,
Hell yeah.
It was cool. And then I put him on the Oculus, though. Oh, my God. It was hilarious,
I
you
gotta
guys.
buy you one of them.
It was so
Just for me.
funny. Like, I'm telling you what. So I put
What's an Oculus?
Oculus is the miniature VR that Facebook does.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's portable. And so you put the heads. I'll bring it next week.
That's how that girl
Oh,
came.
we should do that.
I'll bring it next week.
We're on video. That would
Yes.
be awesome.
Yes, we'll do it next week. Let's plan something around the Oculus next week.
All right,
Okay,
I'm
so
in.
what do? I put my mom and dad, because my dad can't really do a lot, so I just put him on a roller coaster, okay, shooting dinosaurs. And so I sit him on the chair. I mean, and it's real. You were there. You're on the roller coaster. Like, if it goes around the corner, you're leaning with it. Like, it gets crazy.
Oh, I know.
Right? It's so fun.
My son put me on a cliff.
It's fun.
And I thought I was going to fall. It was like Angel's
Yeah.
Landing in Zion.
Yeah.
I was like, holy fuck, I'm going to fall.
it is.
I got
And
the whole fear. Does it mess with you after about 20 minutes to your equilibrium?
Not me, but I have other people that do. Like, we've had people that had to quit the VR down there, because the VR down at the arcade is like 10. It's like the Oculus on steroids. Like, it's way better,
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, I put my mom and dad on there, and I videotaped them. And I'm gonna tell you what, my mom was hilarious. She is like, oh no, and she's going up the hill to go on the roller coaster. She's like, I don't want to go. My dad's like, you're going. And so, I mean, I had the funnest Father's Day I've had. I don't know how long.
Hell
I was
yeah.
laughing at my mom and dad so hard. They were so cute, and we had so much fun. It just was fun to see them like do
that's
something
great.
that they don't normally do, and they were down to get on and do it. And then I sent the videos to all our, the grandkids, and they were just dying laughing. But my mom is so animated when she gets on there. It's hilarious. She's like, oh no, and then she's calling dinosaurs, here, you son of a bitch. She's all shooting them, and I just, oh my God, it was hilarious. So it was like, I had a way good Father's Day. It was nice.
That's awesome. I've got to try it. I really do.
You do. So I'll bring Oculus out here. We'll hook it up. We'll do some Oculus. There's this boxing one, and I took it out with the kids, and we were at the hotel, and I go, okay, Grandma's going to do a boxing game to my little grandson. And he's like, okay, Grandma. And so I'm up there, and I'm in, and I'm like, you have to
start
literally box. I
scrapping.
mean, your gloves are the gloves, and you're punching, right?
Yeah.
And I hear him in the background, go, Grandma, go, Grandma. He's like totally cheering me on. Like,
Bite his ear.
It really is like it's a fun family group activity to do, but it's also fun to do with just your friends. Like, it is. It's so much fun. I had a ball with the Oculus for like 5 days straight. We had so much fun with it.
That's
so,
cool.
Yeah, I'll bring it.
You ready for a throwback, Quinn?
Go for it.
I gotta
Throwback.
piss.
Oh. Do you want me to sing a song? Trailers for sale. This is what we used to do in the olden days. Now we got another person to talk to. It's like, okay, you left me by myself. So
Wait, we can
this
at
is
least do
local
it.
news.
So you haven't done VR yet? Have you done Oculus? Just with
Yeah.
your son, the Cliff?
Yeah, I've done a couple of things with it, but no, I haven't experienced a lot of it. You know,
So we played this underwater game the other day. Jim and I down at the arcade on the VR. Okay, and he's like, "You got to do this," and I was like, "Okay." I kind of panic when I'm underwater. Water's not my thing. Like, I love to fish and I'll get in it and swim or whatever, but like, I'm just not about going under. I'm not about
snorkeling and
scuba diving. I don't ever want to do that. I just don't really. I'm claustrophobic, I think, and that's my deal. So anyway, I'm in this water thing, and it starts saying you're running out of air, and I'm like, I panic in my head, and I'm just like, oh. And then it gets there, and you finally get to come up out of the water, and I literally took a deep breath to get water, to get air. Like, it's that real for you sometimes. It's crazy. And then he comes running out the other day, and he's all sweaty, and he looks at me, why are you all sweaty? And he goes, you got to come play this game. And I was like, okay, I'm coming. So I go back there, and he's like, okay, this is the shield, this is your sword, start swatting these things that are coming at you. And I'm like, okay. So I put the headset on, and literally, I have these hot lava balls shooting at my face, and I'm like, what? And I'm ducking.
Shit.
I'm literally ducking, so I'm thinking these are going to hit me. It's so intense and real. And it's the funnest game, and you like cut them in half, you can bounce them off each other, kill the other ones. Like, it's worth it breaking a sweat, and it is fun, but I couldn't believe how real it was. I screamed the first time I did it, so it's pretty fun. Yeah. We'll do some Oculus. It'll be fun.
I'm up for it. That sounds like a blast.
It is, and it's kind of some exercise, you know, for those of us that think we're going to go to the gym that day and we didn't. Yeah.
I hit the gym this morning
That's
and
good.
yesterday.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I did not.
I'm on a roll this week.
Yeah, good for
Twice.
you. What did you get for Father's Day? What did they do for you?
We barbecued.
Nice.
And my whole family.
That's
All my
awesome.
family and my parents ended up here, and we
Fun.
we barbecued burgers and hot dogs, and we just visited and had a great
Yeah,
time.
well, you guys have an amazing backyard. Like, I'm
the
impressed.
wind
with
was blowing, so we were in the house.
Oh, but
I
still.
tried.
It's still fun to be with your whole family like that, though. I love it. Like, it's just fun. Like, it
Yeah.
was just me and my mom and my dad, but we still had a ball. You know, my mom put on a big old barbecue, and it's like, you come home and you can't move because
Yeah.
you ate so much. You're like, this is exactly the way I deserve to be treated.
Oh, I always cook way too much. But
Yeah.
the funny thing is I went for leftovers, and I was like, where the hell's all the shit? All my kids take it home. And you're like, oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot that stuff's expensive right now.
You can't have anything nice when you have kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your clothes are gone, your stuff's gone, trucks, vehicles, everything. You're just like, what happened to my life, you know? You can't have anything nice with kids is what we're talking about. What they do for you for Father's Day, Cody?
Not.
I don't believe you. You get a hug, a card, anything?
My kids gave me some pretty good hugs.
Well, thank you.
I was in deep shit after the API.
Yeah, you went to API tournament. Golf.
Oh, were you a
Well-
little intoxicated? I heard about that.
Well, we had the morning tee off on Friday.
What's considered the early morning tee off in the golf here?
I was there with an alcoholic beverage in my hand at 6:30 a.m.
Wow, that's like fishing.
So you didn't have a chance by 2. No wonder you're in trouble.
Yeah. Oh no, I was in trouble. But
I don't even know good alcoholics. Who
well,
drink all
then
day.
Saturday we did my daughter's birthday party.
Okay.
So that's always just stressful as fuck.
It is. It's a lot of work
Yeah,
to give
it's
your
a-
kid a birthday.
Stupid. I fucking hate all of
And
these
you
kids.
fight, and you do all this stuff.
Like, I don't even know if I like my kids enough
Yes,
to throw
you
this
do.
type of a party. Like, fuck these other kids. Like, I don't care if they're having fun.
You know, the impression I got when you introduced me to him the other day that you like him a little bit.
They're cunts sometimes.
Oh,
Kids, he loves you. Don't listen to him.
They don't listen to this.
He wouldn't make it 5 seconds without you and your mom.
exactly.
He'd be
least-
sitting in his recliner. I can see it.
At least
He'd be
not without them.
He'd be sitting in his recliner, and he'd be like,
Give me a
my
beer.
life sucks. Yeah, I'd be like,
For real, I gotta get up and get my own beer?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
You're gonna be that.
I gotta
cat.
change the channel.
You're gonna be that cat guy because you have those weird cats, especially the one that holds people hostage. You're not even gonna get a girlfriend because you have a psychotic cat. You better hold on to what you have, bud.
You do have a good point.
Yeah, I mean,
But no, come
We bought a VCR with the remote.
Come
You
Sa-
kids are the remote.
but,
yeah, that's what we were. We were kids.
but come
We
Sunday.
had a wired remote.
Yeah, we did too. My mom got it from Finger Hut. Back in the day, we thought it was
50
so
foot
cool.
of cord.
You're like, hell yeah. I get to hold the remote.
I can push the timer right now.
Yeah.
But come
Mess around.
Come Sunday, we was both so goddamn tired. She let me sleep in a little bit.
You sleep in?
Yeah, you know this. We've discussed this multiple times on the podcast.
You're like an 11 o'clock kind of guy.
Yeah,
Are you?
Yeah, I
Shit,
don't know
I'll-
how I can't
shit,
do
I'll
it.
go-
I'll do 7:30.
I'll go till PM. Fuck that.
try.
I'll do
Well,
it.
it depends, like, because I work nights, you know.
Yeah.
I work nights, and so sometimes I'm a little wound up, and sometimes I forget and I drink coffee too late, and then it's a wrap for me. Like, I'm up till like 2 in the morning, and I hate when I do that to myself, so then I'll sleep in. But
No, I haven't been up at 2 in the morning for a long time. Other than waking up
Yeah.
at 2 in the morning to go
Yeah.
to something.
yeah,
Well, Sunday I woke up and the kids ran out and gave me a big hug, said Happy Father's Day, and then I got to talk to my dad. It was just on the phone, but
Nice.
got to talk to my dad for a little bit, and then we had some other shit going on. Had to go do with her family shit and all that, and I don't know. Father's Day's hard when you don't get to hang out with your dad. Like, Father's Day's a tough one.
yeah.
One, Mother's Day, shit, Mom's dead, so like that makes Mother's Day shitty, and then when Father's
Yeah.
Day, Dad
Yeah.
doesn't make it out.
I'm not looking forward to any of that at all. Like, I'm just not. That's
yeah.
why I
It's
really
hard.
valued this one. Because
It's like on the
I'm
tip of the
awesome.
tongue right now for you, me, and, you know, I mean, you go,
Yeah.
how much longer?
Well,
Yeah.
that's the stupid
So
part.
you start
like,
doing more for
I
them,
do.
and you're like, why are you guys so
do.
honoring?
I moved.
Mellow out.
I moved all the way out here and stayed just because of my parents. You
Well,
know,
that's-
like they're my best friends.
That's the shitty part. It's like I'm only 30. Like, I'm not supposed to be missing a parent. And my dad, he's up there in
Yeah.
age, so it's like,
I'm
fuck,
sorry.
I don't
Yeah,
got a
that's
long
hard.
time with you.
I know. Because, like, my mom and dad are my go-to. They're my best friend. Anything
Yeah.
happens to me, I'm like, Mom, you know? And
They'll
my
be
dad,
there for you.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just so close with them. And, like, we
I hear
joke
you.
and laugh. And, like, I genuinely enjoy being around my parents. I'm not that kid that's just like, oh, God, we have to go to my mom and dad's.
Damn.
I'm
But
the
do you
kind
have
of kid,
to school them?
Do I have to school them?
Yeah,
What do you
like,
mean? Like, tell
hey,
them.
you can't say that anymore.
Oh no, no! I let my parents do whatever they want. Like,
All right.
okay, here's the perfect example. My dad, everyone knows him. He's from the South. He's not shy. I mean, I'm not my dad's real daughter, but I might as well because we're so much alike. It's so funny. But anyway, I take him to Lowe's. And he's in the Jazzy cart for the first time, you know, driving the Jazzy. And he's like, oh, this is all right. This is okay. You know, and he's cruising. I'm just pretend it's a store Harley. You know what I mean? And so he's just like, he's driving. And so what do? Go down the lane. There's a cart right in the middle of it. My dad doesn't like say, wait for, hey, sis, move the cart or anything. No, he just ramps the son of a bitch.
Oh,
I'm just like, really, Pop? And he's just like, and I'm like, yeah. He goes, well, they should have moved it. You know, he's just like one of those guys.
I got more respect for those people than
I
the people
think
that
it's
just
funny.
wait.
Like,
It's like,
the
no,
stuff,
fuck you, don't wait.
The stuff my mom and dad does is hilarious, and so I'm just like, you can do what you want. You say anything to my parents, I'm punching you. You know what I mean? They earned this. They worked their guts out to get here. They can do what the hell they want.
Yeah.
I love it.
Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to bum out the fucking mood on that one.
They're
Sorry.
funny.
Yeah, that good recover on that one. Holy fuck, my bad. It's not. It's fuck.
can
It's not
be
very
serious.
often. I'm the downer on this bitch. Shit.
Anyways,
Sorry about that. I had toys shoved in my ass as a child, so
okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm not talking shit on
Okay,
people who
here we
did.
go, here we
I
go.
figured
Here we
that
go.
would brighten the mood up a little
Round
bit.
2, fight.
And the
Uncle Tom wins.
get over here.
I feel like we've had this windy, never going away weather. Like, when the wind
Today.
stop here?
The only time.
I know it's been the only day. I was really
Yeah.
happy to ride my moped, but I just feel like the wind has been exceptionally bad this year. But
How is the
this
wind on a
normal?
moped compared to a Harley? All I've ever rode
Well,
really
depends
is a
if it's in
Harley.
front of you or back of you. You know, it goes
no, like-
faster or slower. But
Well, like side
My fuel economy got really good on this one.
you know, the moped is more like I think it's a lot of time. I don't know. You just have the whole deck to put your feet
Yeah.
on. It's a lot more secure to ride than everyone thinks it is. Like, people think with the little tires it's going to be scary to ride. I don't know. I've just ridden one for so long. I don't even feel kind of uncomfortable on it.
Well, my brother-in-law, he used to have a little Sportster, Harley Sportster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the scariest fucking motorcycle I've ever
Is it?
fucking rode. It scared the shit. You're not in control.
Well, next
You're
week I'm
driving.
riding the 650 Suzuki over here, so I'll tell you then.
Well, it's.
I have to go
it's
test.
It's for real. It's like
we had
driving.
two guys on a moped
Hell yeah.
leaving from Pleasant Valley to buy beer in Miami.
Hell yeah.
A 30-pack.
That's a podcast episode.
30-pack of Busch Light.
Yeah, so who held it? The guy on the back?
I did.
That's what's up. He was the guy. Yes, Dumb and Dumber.
Shout out to Rusty Bird.
Yeah, Rusty Bird, you're a savage too. I
We
love
borrowed
it.
his
man.
wife's moped to go to Mighton.
There's absolutely no shame in that game. There's nothing wrong. Hey,
We
if you
had
had
such a
fun,
good time.
yeah, it's fun. I don't care what anybody says.
It was quiet too.
Yeah, you're just
That's
like,
the nice thing. It was like being in a hybrid.
That was a hard part when I had the Harley. That fucker was so damn
look,
loud.
I've rode out
People
here.
love it, but you know what? I'm getting to where I'm losing. I have to wear the headphones so I can hear you
Yeah.
guys. That's the only way I can pay attention because I'm losing. hearing.
we got to get you some aids, man.
I'm losing it
no,
too.
hearing
I
aids.
know exactly what you're talking about, and I've looked into them and everything. But
They're expensive, is what.
the problem is
got
I'll blow
benefits,
I'll
fuck
blow
that.
down a gas line at work,
Those hearing aids.
and
would
everybody
rupture.
runs and like, "Oh my god, what are you doing?" You're like, "It's not even bad, you pussies."
I'm used to people not hearing. Like, so my boss, he cannot hear at all.
It's the headphones. It's the headphones we did in the junior high. Remember how loud you could be?
So, like, my boss can't hear it all. The kids come up to the counter and they're like, I want a blue unicorn. He's like, hands them a purple one. They look at him and they're like, this. And he's like, go. Because he's like, and I'm like, they want a purple one. And he's like, so when we're at the counter, they all kind of scoot down to me because I can hear what they say. It's not even really that I can hear them because it's loud in there, but I can read lips really well. But even like at home with my mom and dad, we'll be watching TV or something, and I'm like sitting there and they'll talk. They're on the couch next to each other with just a little ottoman that folds down like
Yeah.
for their drinks and stuff. And I'm in a chair across the room and they'll talk to each other. They look at me to translate. I translate for everyone in my life. It's so funny.
Mine's sometimes selective hearing, but sometimes it's just a group full of people in a room and everybody's talking.
It's the
I was like, I
background.
didn't hear you.
Well,
Yeah.
Super Bowl, when we came over here for Super Bowl, and it was all the kids running around yelling. My kids they raise decibel levels.
Every child
by
does.
like, no, my kids. Quinn will contest to this. My kids raise it by like 60
I
decibels.
have no idea where they get it.
Me neither.
I'll be damned.
But no, like everything was loud. And
They're pretty much yours. They are yours. There's no
Yes,
doubt.
It's pretty. I want to blame my wife, but it's tough on that one. Quinn could only hear like every third word from anyone that whole day. He was just like, "There's so much fucking going on. I can't hear it." What?
It sucks. It really does
It
suck.
does. My
And
boss gets frustrated,
mine's from
too.
welding.
Yeah.
You get down there, brother-in-law, and which brother-in-law is two guys welding on
Yeah.
a pipeline for anybody that doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, two guys. Two guys start at the top and they go to the bottom.
They meet and then.
But
they
if
meet.
you're faster than the other guy, your ear is down below him.
yeah.
Catching
And all of his sparks
yeah.
go
Yeah.
in your ear, and you're
Well,
like, oh, God
Okay,
damn it.
so I just feel like I've not done construction my whole life, but I've worked in a bar a long portion of my life. I was a bartender for a long time. But I'm not only that is I love loud music. I love to drive
I
loud
still
cars.
do.
I love loud music, and it's like
I love
I'm
loud
gonna blame
podcasts.
it. I'm just gonna blame it on my lifestyle. I can't really blame it on anything else. Like if I'm not watching TV loud in my house, I'm watching. I'm listening to music bump in my house. I love music loud as I can go.
If you look at this, I record up in the red.
Yeah, are we supposed to? Because I'm pretty
No.
sure I'm red all the time too.
No, I
know I'm
record.
loud.
I push everything up to that point because I hate listening to podcasts that I have to turn
You can't hear 'em.
all the way up. And then you're
I
like,
agree. I agree. And then
I'd rather turn down. Oh, yeah? King gal, hijo de puta. De madre sin
there's more in
puta.
my moped if we need them, okay?
More dollars?
I got a few dollars stashed always in the moped seat. I guess I should tell America that. They're going
I
to be
can't
checking my
explain
seat.
how much I want that to be an advertisement on YouTube. Just
Yeah,
me
it-
throwing a dollar at you.
I was like, shit, when did I become a bartender? I never even get out of my seat.
Well,
Thank you, Quinn.
you're doing a great job.
There you go.
Hey, beer wench.
I just believe that if you want to say something, say it. I don't like quiet talkers. I'm just like, what? Just stand up, puff
I
your
agree.
chest up, and say something. Here, are you a man?
You got something to say?
Yeah, say something.
I've got something to say. I raped your baby today.
I feel like you.
Oh, if I would have done that, it would have been offensive.
It's a
That's because
song.
you do it all the time.
It's
Doesn't
a
matter
song.
much to me.
There you go.
Long as she's
We're
brave.
singing. See, it's in vain when you sing.
It means more. It's touching people's hearts.
Is am I wrong, or is NoFX's cover of that better?
I thought you don't remix anything. Didn't we just talk about this last week?
We did, but there's select amounts. Okay, so the Interrupters doing Billie Eilish's "Bad Guy."
Oh, that
The
was good.
Interrupters crushed it.
They did good,
Way
but
better. I like
soon.
Billie Eilish. Like, I'm not saying.
Oh,
that.
I do too.
I like
do you know
Billie
she has
Eilish.
Tourette's?
What?
I can see
Oh,
that
yeah.
out of her. Yeah, I can
She's
see
got
that.
Tourette's. Watch the David Letterman.
Have you ever been around someone with Tourette's?
Oh yeah, I work with Steven.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. But so my brother-in-law,
He don't listen.
Becky's husband is pretty he's pretty just quiet. You know,
He's got Tourette's.
No, but we had Jackson, her oldest, and
Okay.
he's Jackson's gay, and I love him, and he's my favorite child on earth. But he's very boisterous and funny, and he's just like his mom. Okay, this kid is hilarious. Well, he comes over, and my sister's taking all these kids. There's like 6 kids that sleep over at their house, and they're like, "We're going to Golden Corral for breakfast," and they're like, he's like, "Come on, Dad," and Gary's like, "I don't want to go with all these kids." And so they take him up to Golden Corral, right? And he's like. All right, can you guys behave while you're in here? Because Jackson's just a shit show. He just runs around laughing, joking. He's constantly pulling pranks, and Gary's like, knock it off, you know?
it. I love it.
too. I love it too. Jackson's my favorite. And anyway, they're sitting in Golden Corral, and they all sit down at the table, and here's Jackson leans over and tells his dad, that kid has Tourette's. And he's like, why are you telling me that right now? And this kid just started spouting off. My brother-in-law was so embarrassed. He's like, I'm going to the car at least because everyone's staring because you know how crazy they get, you know,
Yeah.
laughing. They can't help it.
Well,
but I think,
There's
you know,
different
God bless them.
stages of them.
Yeah,
because
this kid's was pretty bad. He's like
some of
the
them
old
are
effing-
boisterous.
Yeah.
and they say it's a different form of Tourette's.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy that I work with, he's just got
He
a
just
nervous
spins.
click.
Yeah, no, like this kid
And
was
he's like,
the rambler.
my mom's that way, and he's like. And we've actually taken him to safety meetings with like 100 people in
Yes.
there. And we're like, we'll give you $50.
Yeah, just do it.
$50
was
if
at
you
that
just start like
fucking meeting.
motherfucker,
Yeah.
motherfucker,
I was
motherfucker.
at that
Because you
meeting. It
can't
might
do
be
nothing.
one
There's
of the
nothing.
best
You can't
ones I've
even
ever
fire him.
done.
That's
No,
my favorite
he's got
shit.
Tourette's. He's like,
Yeah.
motherfucker. We actually had one in Union High School that we
We
went to school
did?
with. And he'd sit there in class. He's like,
Hell yeah.
fucking cunt.
Hell yeah. That makes me
You're like,
so happy.
what's the matter with him? I had no idea what that
Yeah.
was. I thought
So,
it was a tick, not
My
Tourette's.
favorite example of Tourette's is Deuce Bigelow. That's my favorite example
Ball
of
hair?
Tourette's. Yeah.
Should have been a strike hair.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite examples. When everyone's like, what's Tourette's? I'm like, Deuce Bigelow. They're like, oh yeah, they know exactly.
There's
Instant.
a girl on Tourette's that actually
Yeah.
is pretty famous that
Yeah.
does it.
They're so funny. And God bless them.
Hilarious.
She the
God
chick on
bless them.
Pornhub?
No,
And
no
there-
porn.
and here's-
No, the chick on
here's the
Pornhub
thing.
with Tourette's is my favorite.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if I had Tourette's, I'd be a fucking I would act up, boy. I mean, I've acted up anyway, but I mean, if I had something like that as a bonus, it'd be crap.
Fuck you, fuck you.
I mean, I would have told off a lot of people a long time ago.
I can't.
Table.
I was stuck to the table.
Yeah, I had to pry it up. Sorry, I scratched your bar.
Oh, again?
I've never scratched your bar.
Get your life together.
He's over there shaking his balls.
Get your poop in a group, Cody.
Hey, it took a long time to get that.
I'm sure it
finish
did.
on
This
that son of a
perfect
bitch.
glare, this perfect gleam.
I still got another
This is a
bottle.
gleam. Hell yeah.
I thought about putting
It would have been a
another.
lot quicker if you wouldn't have fucked it up the first time.
Oh yeah, I know.
This guy, this kid.
He's just an asshole. He's a fun hater.
He goes,
So I was
he goes
listening
from
to the
being all
last
sad and
episode.
tender, and now he's
I
all
was
running his
listening to the
mouth.
last episode, and you called out people who volunteer to come over and help, and all they do is drink all your fucking beer and fuck shit
Yeah,
up.
yeah. On the when you were saying you were doing remodeling, and you're like, then you have the person that wants to come to your house and drink while you're doing home
Yeah.
improvement.
Yeah, you're, like,
That
you're
one.
not invited.
I'm the target. I tried to help him with this a bunch.
I knew it was you. Listen, when I heard that, I was like, he's talking about Cody right now. I knew it.
I'm the victim. I'm victimized.
You're a victim.
You're not a victim, honey.
NASA found trash on Mars from the humans. I guess we're throwing shit out in space too.
Why wouldn't we? Because the sad part is you can't go to any of these lakes around here and not find trash everywhere. Why are people so stupid? That's my message at the end
I
of the
agree.
podcast. Clean up your trash when you go recreate
That's why
somewhere.
I don't drink bottles for
It
beer.
drives me crazy. It doesn't matter what it is. And then that's how I am. I have an alley behind my house, and I'm going to tell you something. There's a new or beer bottle every day. It's like, there's a dumpster 2 feet away from you. Drive
Yeah.
up and throw it in that, you stupid
No, I
jerk.
agree.
See, at least when I drink in that alleyway,
Thank you. Hey, do you pick up your trash?
No, I
Just
break
honk
it.
your horn, I'll come get it.
I just throw the bottle up against the garbage can and break it there.
Jerk. I'm popping your tires. You keep it up.
If the broken glass doesn't.
I'll
do
ram you with my pink moped.
I gotta.
You want to get run over by a pink moped?
That's
How do you
the
live with
best
yourself?
thing I could the best pink thing in the world that you could ram me with. I'll take the fucking moped every day.
This is the picture of the trash that they found.
I am so irritated by that. I
Yeah.
am not a trash person. It really bothers me.
It's from NASA. It's like tinfoil.
I don't care. We can't be more responsible than that.
Yeah, I agree.
How embarrassing
what?
for us.
I pick up these roads.
Embarrassing
and I
to
picked them
fucking
up over 20 years. I've
Yeah.
cleaned up the roads for.
Yeah.
We have what they call Earth Day out in the oil field,
Right.
and we get out there and we clean
Yeah.
everything up, and you pick up all kinds of shit.
I know.
I've
I
never
know.
picked up so many Plan
Condoms?
B. No, I don't pick up the condoms. We saw them this year. Plan B
You just walk by those.
down the Bridgeland Road. There's boxes
Seriously?
after boxes, and then everybody throws their chew
Well, how many do you have to take?
cans.
Like,
I don't know.
like
It's the same person.
It's the route.
It's the route.
It's the route
We
home.
partied last night.
Yeah. Plan
Plan
B.
B.
We're going from Plan A right to Plan B.
And you're like, because we didn't have that in high school, and you know what I mean? What the fuck's Plan B? You either deal with it or you
I
don't.
didn't even know what that was until like 2 years ago.
I agree.
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. They're like, you're so lame,
And I-
Tracy.
I've
I'm like,
worked
it's
with it.
fine.
I've worked
I think
with
my
guys, he's
generation calls it after sex Skittles.
Probably right.
Yeah.
He's right. He's right
Fuck.
because the guys I work with, they're like, "Oh, I've spent a lot of money on Plan B."
How
over
much
the years."
is
And you're
it?
like, it's like $60, isn't
Are
it?
you
60
shitting
bucks a
me?
pop, yeah.
So by the time you pay for your beer that night,
Yeah.
and your gas,
The next day you're
and
like,
Plan B,
guess
you're
what?
looking at a $200 habit for probably horrible sex.
It's-
One night stand you should have never had.
Hey,
drunk
Shame
sex.
on you.
It's drunk sex, though.
Wait, hold the fuck on. It's still cheaper than 18 years.
Hey, and you probably didn't even
18 years
hey,
in life, you
cheaper than
guys.
18
You
years.
probably didn't even remember it.
Well, I
have stamina, though.
actually know guys that are paying child support on their 23-year-old right now.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to
For
pay
real?
it no matter what.
It's so fucking gross. It's like, fuck
turn.
that. Get that kid the fuck out of the house. Like,
Yeah.
fuck that. Go.
I don't know. I don't
Change
know.
locks on my back door. Now my kid
I know
can't
for
get
this,
in
you need
no
to get a
more.
job.
So you put Bobby McGee, a girl singing it. She did a great job. She sounded all like
Yes,
Janis
she
Joplin.
did.
But you got to realize,
I knew that. I know the original. I was aware on that one. But that girl, she's she's one of the few musicians that I share on Facebook pretty regularly. That's a decade younger than me.
Okay.
Like that's a decade younger than me being a musician. I'm used to being a child prodigy. Like this girl's
Okay.
a fucking adult. Like she can buy alcohol. She's a decade younger than me. So
Yeah.
this is a new thing for me.
How do you think we feel?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm just putting myself. I'm trying to bring you down to my level a little bit. But no, she did Bobby McGee, and fuck, she's so goddamn
crushed it, huh?
talented.
That's awesome.
Anyways. But it was even an older video of her at like a high school talent show.
I love when
She
kids are so
fucking
gifted like that and they
crushed
just
it.
bust out in song and you're just like, what?
As
Do
a
they have-
musician, I'm kind of offended by it sometimes, but just like, you whip my ass at a talent show. I don't even want to fucking play guitar no more.
yeah,
Getting beat up after school.
Like, for real, it almost feels like she deserves my lunch money. Like, this isn't
Gonna
good.
go hand it to her.
But no, she's so goddamn good.
Yeah.
nice.
I don't know. Sometimes I look at them though and I think, God, your life's going to be so hard. Just because like they have this gift, right? And they get all this money. But I mean, look at
At
all,
a young age.
Look what happens to all of them. Like, you know, every
Britney
one of them
Spears.
turn into drug addicts. Everyone turns into alcoholics.
Britney
like, it's just-
Spears would have been
it's
a
really
lot
sad.
better off without her fucking parents. Though.
I mean, look at
All
Justin Timberlake.
reality.
That boy is talented. He really is. Okay.
Hell yeah,
and
he is.
he's gifted. And it's not only that, but his life. He says it. He's just like, my childhood was robbed. Like, I can't imagine not having my childhood. It was like some of the only happy
These guys were
moments you have.
doing adult work
Sad.
as child.
Yeah.
I worked on a bird farm.
When you get older, you'll understand.
This bitch.
You'll have more of an empathetic ear and a heart. Maybe when you like your kids, finally.
You guys got any more? Or you guys
18
want
years, motherfucker.
to call this one? We got 112.
112. That's sufficient, I think. Can I make a quick announcement?
Yeah.
All right. To all the listeners, and actually to you two fine people,
We love YouTube.
because Quinn's looking at me real concerned on what the fuck I'm about to
He's
say.
going to do something good.
You got another kid coming?
No. Fuck no.
I have a
You wouldn't
grandbaby
even know
coming.
about it. I just blow my brains out. We'd call it a day. No, like,
I'm all traumatized.
I ain't down for another kid. Like, no. I'm gonna be taking a break from this podcast for a little bit.
All right.
I'm gonna, at a minimum, take the summer off. The podcast, I love the direction it's going. I love what you bring to it.
Thank you.
Adds the fucked up sense of humor that I've always brought to the table on it. And I like the way the podcast is going, and I think it's a good time for me to take a break and let the podcast grow a little bit. Let it grow into what we all want it to be.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a break for a little while, and I mean, shit, Quinn, you get caught in a bind, give me a holler. You know I'm here to talk shit. But
Oh, yeah.
I want to take a break for a little while. Enjoy my summer for a bit. Maybe be back in the winter. I don't know if Quinn will fucking have me. Shit, who knows that?
You're always welcome on this.
Maybe it'll be on Joe Rogan's status, and he's got to fucking filter me through his agent first. I don't know.
That would be cool.
But no, I'm gonna take a bit of a break for a few months probably,
Okay.
and maybe come
Sad.
back. I don't know.
Understandable. Yeah. We had a good trio going.
Has me fucking tearing up too. God damn it!
Yeah,
Quit looking at me
gonna,
like that.
You're going to miss us.
I am.
You are.
I might just start showing up on Wednesdays. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're more than welcome anytime.
But no,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a break. Thank you for the listeners for tolerating my bullshit for this long, and
Yeah, we're here. I always stick up for you.
we'll see what takes place and go from there.
Okay.
Enjoy my summer. I got some fishing, some golfing, some fucking,
There you go.
a little bit of analingus, you know, when the night's right.
Get it out of your system, Cody.
But all right.
All right.
Love you fuckers. Thank you for tuning in for 85 episodes so far.
All right.
What is it, 60 with me? Something like that?
Yeah, I
Somewhere
think
in there.
number 5 was you and your dad.
Number 5. Well, we had some in-between episodes.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, all that shit. Probably around 80, 75, something like
It's
that.
called the evolution of podcasting,
Yes, it
I
is.
guess.
Yes, it is. Nope. Thank you fuckers for tuning in, and I love y'all.
All right. Love you guys. Find us at You in a Basin Podcast on Facebook, and you went to _basement on Instagram and wherever else.
Just find us.
Just
Man, I
find
shook
us.
you up on that one. Fucked up the whole outro, didn't I?
Clean up after yourselves when you go camping and fishing, please.
Yeah, watch out for mopeds.
Yes.
All right. This is episode 85, and we love the listeners out there.
Adios,
So
fuckers.
much.
All right. We're out of here. Yeah.
Are we done recording? You couldn't have told us that before. Like,
No. Want an honest reaction. I didn't expect you to be tearing up. Yes, please. No, honestly, I built myself up emotionally to do that last week because it did take.
Yeah, this is the Mighty
To fucking take a break. Like, it really did wreck me. I was planning on doing it last week, and then you was gone. This bitch got me pissing out rocks. Can I do the added note?
that is sad.
Go ahead, Cody.
Love you fuckers. Thank you so much for your goddamn support. The ones who stuck up for me, the ones who stuck down for me. I don't even care. At least you listened. You can call me what you want, but you called. I love you guys. Bye.
The click means you're done, right?
Yeah, well,
Sometimes.
that's what Jason. He's like, it's so fucking hot. And I was like, I haven't
You
even
better
put
still
the-
stay friends with me on Facebook. I'll be mad.
We just had this conversation before we started recording today about I go through my friends list weekly and start deleting shit.
I will round you in the alley on my moped.
We gotta stop that.
With what?
Reach over there and stop that.
Oh my god, can that please be an ad? I will ram you in the alley.
Ain't no me. That's